And welcome to the Houston Texans franchise rebuild. Here today, we have Week 12 action versus the Detroit Lions. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Please leave a like, comment down below what you thought of today's action, and don't forget to subscribe. As the Houston Texans are coming off of a massive victory over the New England Patriots, beating them 42-21 in a game that we kind of needed to get back on track. You know, we dropped 2 games prior, and then now we're sitting pretty here at 7-3, still first place of the AFC South, but we see both the Titans and the Colts are really a game and a half behind, a half game behind. But last week, Dameon Pierce rushed for 4 touchdowns, and he has a breakout opportunity this week. I appreciate you calling my number last week, Coach. It was the high point of my season. He wants to continue to build off of it. So get Dameon Pierce 4 rushing touchdowns or 200 scrimmage yards. So that's both receiving and rushing yards. And he can go up to Superstar X Factor. That would be massive. Though, it doesn't really play too much of a fact in terms of this rebuild. I want to start with, though, today's episode before we get into the gameplay, is just talk a little bit about the scouting. You know, we went through the offensive positional groups, the quarterbacks, and everything else. But now I want to talk a little bit about the offensive line and a tad bit of the defense as well. We'll talk about the trenches a little bit. When we look at the offensive line here, there's not a lot of, when we look into this off season, the big thing we have to kind of figure out is to keep young, talented offensive linemen. And this is one positional group that I am definitely going to be targeting probably in the first round. We're going to probably have a high pick, and an alignment is always quality. Out of all the left tackles, Cooper Williams here is my favorite left tackle between both run blocking and pass blocking. I know it's a C pass blocking, but he has good to great strength. If he has great strength and he's a good athlete, he can play both guard, he can play center. As yes, there's probably some other tackles here like Eric Rudolph here, who has both B's in the top 2, both for the blocking ratings. But I just kind of prefer Williams for that strength purposes. Though he's not my favorite lineman. My favorite lineman is actually right guard Griffin Waller here. Waller here is a right guard from Oregon, 21 years old, both B for both run and pass blocking, has good to great strength. He's not that much of an athlete, but I think Cliff here could play center for us. This is one spot that I think where we need to kind of solidify in terms of this offensive line. And I think Cliff could really provide that. So I'm really kind of keeping an eye on him. And the other one is Devin Gardner here. Now, Gardner, we still need some information on, that we know he's a good pass blocker because he has pass blocking archetype, but it matters what his run blocking is. But Gardner here also has okay strength, but he's a quality athlete. Not the best, not the worst either. But those are the offensive linemen that I'm really looking at. Across the board, there isn't too many other linemen that I truly love, but overall, there are some values in later on in the class. When we flip it over to the defense, this is kind of where the defensive line kind of shines here. And Deshaun Thorpe here out of Louisville, he's my favorite player. He's a run-stopping archetype with B power moves and A to a C finesse moves. And if that's a C, even if that's a C, we know that he can stop both the run and he can provide a little pass rush. He would play a defensive tackle in our scheme, and I do think edge rusher is important, though, with some of these other ratings, I don't really know, and he does have some injury concerns. But he's my most interesting pass rusher. For another pass rusher is Nick Phillips here, who's more of a speed rusher, opposite side of potentially of Nick Bosa. That could be nice here. He's an excellent athlete, but Nick here is a quality player. I don't think we would draft him though. For the right ends here, probably my favorite pure pass rusher is Chris Pickett here. 22 years old, power rusher, so probably not the best finesse moves, but an A power moves. Let's just make that a C finesse moves. He's still an excellent playmaker. He's a quality athlete for his position, and he has solid strength. Chris would be an excellent addition to the team. Though, the last group we'll talk about here, and the last player we'll talk about is Jared Greenwood here. Greenwood here is that, yet again, he's that excellent pass rusher, but from the interior. From Ole Miss, 21 years old, 6'3", less than 300 pounds, both B for both finesse and power moves, and he's a power rusher, so the power moves will be higher, but he has good to great strength. He's a decent athlete, not the best, not the worst, but I think Jared here could be a quality defensive tackle, especially because of the fact that we will have to think about this. So, you know, we'll go through the linebackers and we'll go through the corners and safeties in a later video. I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Though we are welcoming back Chase Winovich. So let me just quickly show you guys the current state of the roster. Don't forget Kenyon Green is out for the season. So Nate Davis is starting at at center. We're moving Andre Dillard to guard. We have a shuffling offensive line, and hopefully they can continue to play at a high level. The offense is basically fully healthy. Defensively, this is the new starting looking defense. Alonzo Carter playing that kind of hybrid pass rusher dash off-ball linebacker. With having Chase Winovich back, he's immediately becomes a starter again. So defense is basically healthy. We're just missing Akeem Hicks. But let's go quickly check out this Lions team, who are not having a great season, and then get into today's action. Taking a quick look at this Detroit team, they are led by TJ Hawkinson here. They have Frank Radnow, Ahmad St. Brown, Penei Sewell, Aiden Hutchinson, DeAndre Swift, who's going to be injured. But they have the first ever drafted quarterback, Zach Friends here, who's 6'1". He was the first overall pick. He's a normal depth quarterback who is more of the short game, so expect to see a quick passing game from this Detroit team. And without DeAndre Swift, how will their running game fare with Cliff Terrell here at running back? He's a second-year back. I expect to see Jamar Jefferson as well. But this team is mostly about the receiver position with DJ Chark, Jamison Williams, and Ahmad St. Brown, with Hawkinson and Luke Ward. Overall, this is a solid Detroit team. I don't really know why they're losing. Most likely because of the fact their defense isn't so good. And, you know, their defensive line is not the best. Aiden Hutchinson's the best player. And then their linebacking core, they need some work here. They have a couple young playmakers, but other than that, they need a lot of work. But we should be able to take advantage of this secondary as well. So, you know, overall, this should be a fun game. I do expect a victory because this is not a good Detroit team. But let's get into here in week 12. And welcome back to the Motor City here in week 12. It's the Houston Texans versus the Detroit Lions. The Houston Texans are on their playoff push here in the last 6 games of the regular season. For the Detroit Lions, they're really just trying to play for pride here. Not having the best season with their second-year quarterback, Zach Fran here. And they're really just trying to figure out who is going to be staying in this roster. Will they be having a mini rebuild within this series? For the Houston Texans, we are welcoming back veteran pass rusher number 69, Chase Winovich. How will he perform opposite side of Nick Bosa? We have seen a lack of pass rush, but it has started to pick up over the last few weeks. Though Kenyon Green, starting center, is going to be out for the rest of the season. How will the offensive line play? It's a shuffling, it's a all-around different offensive line. We'll see how they play. For Dameon Pierce, number 31, who's trying to go up to superstar X Factor last week, 143 yards and 4 touchdowns. We'll see what he can do this week. As Mason Pryor leading out his Houston offense, he has thrown 28 touchdowns to 11 INTs. He's looking to continue to improve, get to the 30 touchdown mark this season. Only in his second year, he's looked excellent. As the Houston Texans will start at their own 24-yard line here, offset I formation, starting with a carry here with Dameon Pierce. Expect him to get a lot of the touches this week, and he's going to gain 3 yards. This is a Detroit defense that is lacking some talent, especially across the secondary. We'll see if we will even take advantage of that, as Dameon Pierce will rumble and tumble for a first down. But he's down on the field right now. If we just lost Dameon Pierce for the rest of this ball game, that's kind of unfortunate here. Empty look here for Mason Pryor as he looks to throw. He will settle underneath here to Tony Pollard, the veteran back, and he's going to gain 13 yards on his first touch. Pryor's sticking in the shotgun here, putting Pollard in the back to his left. Looks to throw for the second time, and he's going to get this ball to Tyler Higbee for a few. Thankfully, Dameon Pierce is okay. He's back in the ball game here in the I formation. They're going to immediately turn to number 31, the third-year back. He's going to gain 6 more yards. As this Detroit crowd is getting loud here in week 12, Pryor the empty look looks to throw here, and he'll settle to his check down. Brandon Cooks, but he steps out of bounds. And we're going to be forced to punt here. Leading out his Detroit offense is number 6, Zach Fran here, who's been dealing with some injuries. It looks like he's thrown 7 touchdowns to 7 interceptions so far. The second-year quarterback, the first ever draft pick in this franchise. What will he be able to provide for his Detroit offense? And don't forget, no DeAndre Swift here. That means Farrell is the back here. The rookie, I believe. As Zach will look to throw, gets this ball to TJ Hawkinson here. And Hawkinson will gain 8 here. And, you know, he hasn't had the season that he wants, but as their best player, we all know we struggle to cover these tight ends, so most likely he's going to have a big day against our defense here. As they're going to go to a 2 tight end formation here, and they're going to get this ball here to Farrell, who's trying to cut it outside, and he will scurry out of bounds. Terrell for 24. Empty look for Zach here after that big 24-yard gain now, as he's going to look to throw, looking, feeling the rush, and welcoming back Chase Winovich with a big-time sack here all the way at the 28-yard line. We've been missing number 69, and he's going to get that back there for a big-time sack for his defense. As it's 3rd down and 16 now, what do you do if you're Zach? You're at your own 32-yard line, gotta get past midfield, looks to throw, settles underneath now, and this is Terrell, who has to be shoved out of bounds for a gain of 6, a 3 and out here for Detroit. Oh, both defenses have really settled in early. We'll see if an offense can get going now, as we're gonna start with a carry here with Dameon Pierce for 4. Pryor will turn to the shotgun here on 2nd down and 6 as he's going to look to throw now. And he's looking to take a deep shot here with Brandon Cooks. Cooks, can he get underneath it? He can! What a catch here at the 29-yard line here for the veteran receiver, number 13, Brandon Cooks. What a job pinpointing the football. Excellent pass right there by the second-year quarterback, Mason Pryor for 42. Empty look now here for Pryor. Takes the snap, back to this aerial attack, and he's looking to take another deep shot. He wants the home run, and that's Paul Wilkerson, who reels it in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. What a job here for the second-year wide receiver, a player who has 16 receiving touchdowns already through 12 ball games. Wow. Picture perfect ball right there. He beats the corner. Now, did he get both feet in bounds? That's the question. And I believe this play is under booth review now. And if it's overturned here, and I can't really tell, I don't know which when he caught it right there. 1, 2. I think that's a touchdown. I think he got both feet in bounds, and it's confirmed touchdown. Houston will strike first this week. Well, Zach here will start at his own 25-yard line, already down by 7 now. Got to get a good drive going here. He'll start with the carry here with Terrell, who's going to lose some yardage here, and that is Roman in the backfield. As this defense starts to get more and more healthy, the better they should be able to get here. Zach looks to throw, settles quickly here, and I think that's that's St. Brown with a reception. As it's 3rd down and 4 now, trying to avoid another 3 and out. Looks to throw is Zach. He's going to settle underneath here, and that's going to be a good catch here. Pitch and catch there for number 14. I don't know who that is. As it's 2nd down and 12 now, Zach in the shotgun here. I don't know why they're running the option here. Looks to throw, settles underneath here to Terrell, and that play will go for 6. It's 3rd down and 6 now here for Zach and his offense, trying to continue to keep this drive going. Looks to throw, settles underneath here, and St. Brown will reel it in here, the sure-handed wide receiver for a fresh set of downs. Detroit will put 2 tight ends in the ball game in the pistol formation now. And this ball to Terrell, and he's not going to go anywhere. This defense is sniffing out these runs very easily. And now it's 3rd down and 11 here. A tight end enters into the ball game, looks to throw his in, quickly settles underneath here, and this is going to go nowhere. And that is just Jalen taking over this ball game. He's playing excellent out there at safety. Houston will start at their own 15-yard line here. 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We'll start with the now carry here with Dameon Pierce. Pierce is cutting it back inside, and he will gain 7 more, and he's still down on the field. As it's 2nd down and 3 here. Perfect split between runs and passes. Josh Cole enters into the ball game. This is an undrafted second-year back, and he's going to try to make a move here, and he's going to get a good chunk of yards off his first touch of today's action. No word yet on Dameon Pierce here. Fresh set of downs. Tony Pollard's the back. He's going to get the call now, as he's going to go up the middle here for 7 of his own. 2nd down and 2 here. Pryor in the shotgun. Going to go a little play action fake. Looks to throw now. Trying to get this ball to Wilkerson, who has a touchdown, and he reels it in here at the 30. Well, 1 quarter in the books here. Houston's up 7-0, and they're putting together a good drive here at the 30 of Detroit. Pryor looks to throw. Gets this ball to Nico Collins, welcoming him back after missing last week due to an injury. And it's going to be coming back, though, due to a holding call on Tevin Booth. Pryor will stick in the shotgun, though, on 1st down and 18. He looks to throw here, and he will turn either way to Nico Collins, and Collins can't reel it down. 3rd down and 18 here. After that holding call, it's really pushed us back. Pryor looks to throw here, looking for anyone, and he wanted to take a deep shot. That ball's up in the air, and it's going to be intercepted here. And I don't know who number 23 is. I think that's Mike Hughes, and Hughes will be able to return it all the way to the 31-yard line here. He wanted Collins, he got hit, and it led to a turnover. Now it's Detroit's turn for an opportunity. Pistol formation here, and Zach is keeping him himself here, and I just don't think he should be running these plays. He's not a mobile quarterback. 2nd down and 12 here. 2 tight ends staying in this ball game. Zach looks to throw, sets up a little screen here for Terrell, who's trying to make a move here. He's going to get lost yardage back and some more. 3rd down and 6 here, and Detroit is trying to take advantage of the turnover. Zach looks to throw, and he's going to settle underneath here, and that's St. Brown with a reception and the 1st down. Zach has complete command of his offense here. Right around midfield is the football. Zach takes the snap, gonna hand this ball off to Jeffers, and he's gonna gain a good positive 10 yards. Jefferson, what a run right there. Good hard running for this Detroit offense, who's really relying on this right now. And Zach's gonna keep him himself, and Winovich is back there for a good tackle for loss. These 2 ends are keeping everything in front of them now. Staying in the pistol formation is this Detroit team. Quickly looks to throw. Here is TJ Hawkinson for 4. 3rd down and 9 here, as Detroit's having their best drive so far in this game. Zach takes the snap, looks to throw now. Looking plenty of time. He'll settle to his check down, but it won't go far. Gain of 5. And they might have to settle for 3 here. Detroit is sending out their field goal unit, trying to make this game by 4. I don't know who their kicker is. The field goal will be up, almost blocked, and it's right down the middle. It's good. And we have a 7-3 ball game here, almost halfway through the 2nd quarter. Houston will start at their own 23-yard line. Dameon Pierce is back in the action here, and we'll start with the carry here with Pierce, who's trying to make some moves now. And he's going to gain a couple. Trying to avoid a 3 and out here. It's 3rd down and 8. Pryor to the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks to throw. Feeling the rush here. And he's going to be sacked all the way at the 14-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson with a big-time sack. The 3rd-year edge rusher continues to provide for his defense. Now Detroit has excellent field positioning and an opportunity to take the lead now with a touchdown. Zach will start with a little throw here. And this is TJ with the reception for 6. Still being able to work the middle of the field against this defense. Teams have been able to do that all season long. Looks to throw his Zach. Looking, slings over the middle, and this is going to be another reception here. And that's going to be into Houston territory. Pistol formation here for Zach. Going to take the snap. Here is Terrell, and that is Lenzo Carter with a good sack here, or tackle. Staying in the shotgun now is Zach and his offense for 2nd down and 9. Looks to throw. Plenty of time, settles underneath here. Here's TJ, and he's gonna get a couple. As it will be 3rd down and 4 here for this Detroit team. Trying to not settle for 3, and they're gonna have to. That's just a terrible call here. Bad screen executed. They'll settle for 3. Here comes their field goal unit here, trying to make this game by a point. Both defenses have been excellent so far in this ball game. The field goal's up, and it's no good. Oh my. It's off the front upright here, and I don't know what the hell he just did. He just shanked it. And this was a closer field goal than the first one he attempted. Now Houston has excellent field position trying to extend their lead. Starting with a carry here with Tony Pollard, and Pollard won't go far. This Detroit front seven is playing very good football right now. Second down and 9, bunch formation. Looks to throw his Pryor, slings it over the middle. He wants Wilkerson, who reels it in here right around midfield. Excellent job right there by Pryor, sticking it in the pocket, knowing he's gonna take a big hit there. And he got that ball to his security blanket. Houston run one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Pryor takes the snap, he looks to throw, slings it over the middle. Here is Nico Collins, who reels it down. And here at the beginning of the 2-minute warning, Houston is driving now, trying to extend their lead. Pryor takes the snap. Detroit send the blitz, and this ball thankfully got to Tony Pollard for 6. Detroit has dialed up a lot of blitzes here. Back to this passing game here. More pressure sent his way. And here's Collins. Sure-handed receiver reels it down. Pistol formation here. 60 seconds to go here in the first half. Pryor takes the snap, looks to throw. He wants someone looking, and he's going to scramble in himself. Touchdown, Houston. Got to keep an eye on number 15, and Houston will go up by 2 scores. Excellent job right there by Mason Pryor. Well, what can Detroit do with 51 seconds? 3 timeouts in their back pocket. They got the offensive weapons to do some damage here. Zach looks to throw. Plenty of time in the pocket. He settles underneath here to Terrell, who's been really his favorite target. Trying to avoid a 3-and-out here. Zach in the shotgun. Houston sends the blitz now. This pass is just wildly thrown to the dirt. Carter provided the rush. It's 4th down. They're going to have to punt. Now it's Houston's turn for maybe a quick chance for a quick score. 32 seconds to go. 3 timeouts in their back pocket. They're going to start with a shot here. Collins, and it's just overthrown. Mason Pryor's not afraid to take his deep shot. 2nd down and 10. Back to this aerial attack. He'll settle underneath, though, to Tyler Higbee here, and Houston will call their first timeout. I think they won at least 3 on this drive. 3rd down and 1, though, and 20 seconds to go on the clock. 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Pryor looks to throw, scrambling, trying to get this ball to Tony Pollard, who reels it in. He was left wide open. He's down the sideline, shoved out of bounds here at the 13. Got to keep an eye on number 20 right there. What a job there by Houston. And now inside the 15-yard line, trying to go up 21-3. Excuse me, 5 seconds to go here, and Houston is keeping their offense out there. This ball has to get into the end zone. Pryor takes the snap, looks to throw, looking end zone. Collins! Wait a minute! What a catch! Nico Collins! What a touchdown! He was out last week, and he reels it in here with one hand. Wow! Mason Pryor just giving his receiver an opportunity. He throws up his left hand here and just snags it out of the air. Wow. And we're going to be heading into halftime here, and Houston has a 21-3 lead here after that miraculous catch right there by Nico Collins. I have no idea how the hell he made that reception here. But right now, you know, the only thing that Detroit has going for themselves is that one turnover that they caused, but other than that, they've been outmatched. I know both defenses have really played well, but you know, when you're going into halftime with a 21-3 lead here, you gotta look at your second-year quarterback and ask yourself, can he do this? You know, he has to be able to put up a touchdown on this opening drive here at the beginning of the second half. You know, we gotta run the football a little bit more with Dameon Pierce. He's been injured. He should be okay. We'll see if he can continue to play, though. And here at the beginning of the second half here, 21-3 lead for Houston. Detroit needs a drive here. They need their second-year quarterback to step up. And runs like this is just not going to help him. Sticking in this pistol formation here. And I don't know why Detroit is running this type of offense. And they're going to keep it himself. Zach has some room in front of him. Winovich will make him pay with that hit. But now it's 3rd down and 2. What do you call here? Here is Zach gonna hand this ball off. Terrell up the gut of this defense. Best run of his day. He gets the fresh set of downs. Zach is not at all a mobile quarterback, and I don't know why they're running this Lamar Jackson style of offense. He's gonna keep it himself here. Now Bosa lays down a big hit. 2nd down and 10 here. Staying in this pistol formation here. Terrell's the back, play action fake now, looks to throw, plenty of time. He gets this ball to Williams with the speed, and he's gonna gain 11. Will be 3rd down and 3 here. Spreading out this defense here, needing this conversion. Zach in the shotgun, little delay give here, and Christian Harris read that play perfectly, but he couldn't bring him down. 1st down, Detroit. Gotta be able to make those plays on defense, especially in this interior. Pistol formation now, and no, faking to keeping himself here. This defense is just trying to punish Zach right now. Empty look here for Zach and his offense. Takes the snap, looks to throw, quickly gets this ball to TJ. TJ breaks a tackle here, and he's gonna gain 10. 3rd down and 1 now. Detroit can't settle for 3. Terrell gets the call, he gets the first down. Good hard running right there. This is an excellent drive Detroit's putting up right now. A good, excellent run pass split here. And Zach is going to keep himself. He has room in front of him. No one sees that he has the ball right now. And Cook has to be able to lay down a hit here. Penalty flag is thrown. And it's a legal block at the back. Oh my. He had the end zone in front of him. He was just faster. That's a touchdown. Maybe Houston has to keep a spy on him. 1st down and 5 here after the penalty. Here is Jefferson, and Jefferson will gain the first down. Well, this drive has already been over 5 minutes long here. This Houston defense is feeling it, and this is going to be a touchdown, St. Brown. And Detroit will cut into this lead here in week 12 and keeping this a ball game right now. Now it's up to their defense if they can stop Mason Pryor and his team. Houston will take over here, up 21-10 now. In an I formation, Pierce to the back. He gets the call here, and he's gonna go nowhere. Both defenses have been able to stop this running game. Real question is, do you really want Mason Pryor to be beating you? Because he can with his arm. He looks to throw now. He slings it over the middle now. Paul Wilkerson reels it down, and he's gonna get the first down and more. 3rd down and 8 here. Pryor in the shotgun needing this conversion. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Looking, scans, and he just misses the mark. He wanted Brandon. And now Detroit's backed up here, but they had a nice long possession. Can they do it again here to the end with 6? Starting with a run here with Terrell. He had daylight in front of him. He just cut it back outside. What the hell is he doing? 2nd down and 6 now. Empty look here for Zach and his offense. Looks to throw. TJ's the target. He gets the first down and more off this soft zone. Here's the pistol formation with 2 tight ends in there. Zach takes the snap, and this play's being blown up by Nick Bosa. 3rd down and 6 now here for Detroit, trying not to punt here. Looks to throw is Zach. Looking. Bosa's getting back there, and he does so. Sacked back at the 11-yard line. What a job here for these 2 edge rushers, each recording a sack in today's action. And this defense continues to help out their offense. And now Houston has excellent field position here, starting with 3 tight ends. Starting with a carry here with Dameon Pierce. Pierce up the middle will gain 4. 2nd down and 6 here. Pryor right back to Dameon Pierce, back-to-back carries, and he's gonna gain a few more. As it's 3rd down and 1 here at the beginning of the 4th quarter, Houston is driving here, trying to extend their lead. Pryor hands this ball off to Pierce, and Pierce is just gonna be leg tackled, but he thankfully gets the first down. Pryor will turn to the shotgun here, takes the snap, looks to throw, trying to get this ball to Dameon Pierce. Pierce, a receiver out of the backfield, makes a move here, and he's tackled at the 22. Pryor to the shotgun here, 2 tight end formation. He looks to throw, feeling the rush, trying to get out of the pocket. He stays on his feet here. He scrambles and he slides safely for 6. Hard running right there for number 15. Mason Pryor keeping a play alive if any. Takes the snap, looks to throw now, trying to get this ball to Higbee, and Higbee, the big-bodied receiver, reels it down. Bunch formation to the right. Pryor under center, handing this ball off to Pierce. Pierce cutting it back inside. Touchdown, Houston. Number 10 of the regular season for number 31. And Houston will go back up by 3 scores. Excellent job right there for Dameon Pierce. Well, with 8 minutes to go here in this ball game, what can you do? You're down by 18. You gotta start to throw the football if you're Zach. He looks to throw, settles underneath here to TJ, and this play goes for nothing. You need a drive here, and this defense is opportunistic. They want to cause an interception or something. Zach takes the snap, looks to throw. Plenty of time in this pocket. He settles underneath here, and this is to DJ Chark now for 5. 3rd down and 5 here, trying to avoid a 3 and out here. Zach takes the snap, looks to throw. Plenty of time in his pocket, and he's gonna be sacked again! And that's Bosa! 2 sacks in today's action here, and this Houston pass rush is back online. What a job here for Winovich and for Nick Bosa. And Detroit's gonna go for it here. 4th down and 11 here at their own 24-yard line. They need to get this. Zach takes the snap, looks to throw. He needs to make a decision. He's looking to take a deep shot here. And that ball, it's caught. What a job here. DJ Chark, the big body wide receiver, reels it in. right around the 29-yard line over Jalen, the safety. And that's a matchup you want to be taking advantage of. Keeping this drive alive here as Detroit's trying to cut into this lead. Zach spreading out this defense, takes the snap, quickly gets this ball to DJ again, and that's for 7 more. 2nd down and 3 here. Sticking with this 3 tight end or 3 receiver formation. Here is Luke Ward, the 2nd-year tight end, and he reels it in here for a 1st down. Goal to go now here as Detroit has an excellent opportunity, and this play is gonna go for nowhere for Terrell. He loses some yards. 3rd down and goal here. You gotta be able to get into the end zone from here. Zach takes the snap, looks to throw. Plenty of time in the pocket. Time starting to run out. Bosa, number 3. It's a hat trick here for number 96 here. And Detroit's gonna go for it here. 4th down and goal here at the 19-yard line. Zach takes the snap, looks to throw. Plenty of time in the pocket. He's looking end zone. Ball's off the hands of Derek Stingley. And right there, I don't think Detroit will get another opportunity. And here in week 12, the Houston Texans will be beating the Detroit Lions 28-10. The ball game where, hey, both defenses played excellent throughout the first half, and then we really kind of started to settle in on the offensive side of the ball, and it worked into our favor here. Nico Collins making that ridiculous catch right before halftime, and after that, Detroit really had one good drive, kind of kept them in the ball game. Then they didn't really do anything afterwards. It's just a night and day difference between rosters right now. You know, 2nd-year quarterback Zach Fran here. You know, he's a solid quarterback, but I think they're running the wrong scheme for him. You know, if you have a quarterback right here who completes 83% of his passes and you lose, it's kind of on your defense here. But Mason Pryor, he now reaches the 30 touchdown mark with those 2 touchdown passes. Dameon Pierce dealt with injuries, couldn't really get him going. They really did an excellent job to stop the running game, but Pierce got 80 yards rushing. And then we got a lot of guys with 4 receptions here. Tyler Higbee, Tony Pollard, Nico Collins, and same with Paul Wilkerson. Wilkerson also scored a touchdown here. So overall, happy to get these guys involved. Devontae Smith went down with an injury. We'll have to check in on that. But hey, Nick Bosa, 3 sacks. Chase Winovich, a sack. This is what you want to see from our 2 edge rushers here. So happy about that. No interceptions. Overall, definitely a good victory here for this Houston team. Do have 2 upgrades to do. We'll start here with Greedy Williams. And Williams, as a 26-year-old, you know, I would like to work on his slot. He plays the slot for us, but he's more of a boundary guy anyways, but this will allow some tackle and some man coverage to go up, which is pretty good for him, making that tackle 61. It's nice. And then for Dameon Pierce here, we'll go with power back here. Just getting some of those ratings going. Getting some carry, ball vision, trucking, stiff arm. Happy about that upgrade. So for Dameon Pierce here, well, we know he's not going to get this, so that was an embarrassing performance. I mean, he got 100 yards from scrimmage, but again, not what he was looking for. But now we move to, 8-3 here, sitting pretty. And now we play against the Colts. A Colts team that beat us easily a month ago. A Colts team that, let's be honest here, we lose this ball game. They got the division in their hands. It's up to them to lose again. You know, we lost to them, we lost to them 3 games ago, 57-31. You know, right here, right now, we got to be prepared for this team. We've got some momentum here, but this Colts team, they're legit. So we got to be able to take care of business. We can't look at just because they have quarterback Aaron Lawrence as a hindrance. He's a quality starter in this league. I quickly want to check out the injury report just to make sure that I didn't miss any injuries. I didn't, and we should be fully healthy besides those 2 injuries. So next time, we'll be playing against this Colts team, trying to get some revenge over them as we're basically battling for the AFC South, because I don't think, I don't know what the rest of the way entails, but you know, this is a very important week as they would hold the 2 tiebreakers over us. But before we end today's episode, let's quickly go through some stats here. So Mason Pryor over 3,000 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He's looked excellent. I've really enjoyed using him. He's a lot of fun to play as. Hopefully we can keep those interceptions a little lower, but he's looking good out there. Happy with the 61 completion percentage. Wish that was a little bit higher, but that's okay. Pierce right now, 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns. He's looking excellent right now. Tony Pollard's added almost 400, and Pryor's also added 250 and 3 rushing touchdowns. So running games look good. Nico Collins hit the over 1,000-yard marker yet again, 3 years in a row. Paul Wilkerson, 16 touchdowns, and he's probably gonna hit 1,000 yards as well. Cooks with 400 of his own. Higbee is adding 35 catches and 350 yards. And we're seeing some other guys providing a little bit of extra receiving game, so I'm happy about that. It's not offensive line. We've had a shuffled here. They're playing solid. You know, in terms of starters, I mean, you know, we look at this. Kenyon Green, only in 3 games is allowed a sack. Tunsil's not allowed 2. Nate Davis is allowed 3. Devin Booth is allowed 5. And then both Andre Diller and Devontae Smith has been having to start. So, you know, they've allowed a lot. Defensively, Christian Harris leads us in sacks, but Nick Bosa has 18 tackles for loss, with Roman Nova here with 17 tackles for loss. Harris also adds 14 of his own. Bosa has 14 sacks. Winovich, who's missed some time, has 6, but he's looking good. Don't really have that other guy on this defensive line, which is unfortunate. You know, Elliott has 2, and Akeem Hicks has 1. But he's missed some time. We gotta get some sack production. Greedy Williams has 4 interceptions, leads the team. Nova has 3. Andre Phillips has 2, and then we got a couple 1s here. Overall, those are the stats right now. We'll probably do another stat update at the end of the season. But guys, let me know down below what you thought of today's action. Please leave a like, comment down below what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe, as next time we'll be playing against this Indianapolis Colts team in a little revenge game for us. So guys, again, leave a like, comment down below what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.